recording still? Yeah. Yes.
Cool. 3, 2, 1. Great. Very not together. I love it.
Wait, Dustin, explain to me why that happens.
Well, yeah, because there's like a delay, right?
Oh. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ruin your announcement.
It's fine. Let's start.
Hi, my name is Laura Mehl.
And I'm Nadia Rashawn.
And this is To My Younger Artist,
A podcast where we, after forming artists and teachers, talk about what we wish we would have known when we were younger artists.
You can find us on Instagram and YouTube at To My Younger Artist Pod.
And we can't wait to share this with you.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to My Younger Artist. I really hope we keep in everything that just happened.
I think we should. Hi, guys. Welcome back.
That's Nadia.
Yeah.
We are falling apart over here. It's a couple weeks before Christmas, and we're shot. We're exhausted.
We're tired.
Nadia is doing finals, and I am navigating with a bunch of students through their like spring auditions and summer auditions and callbacks and my stuff and playing cello. And yes.
Have you ever done a Kahoot?
What, a Kahoot?
Yes, a Kahoot.
Like in cahoots?
No.
Or like, no,
So-
what is a Kahoot?
There's a game. It's an educational game. Basically, teachers can use it to like make like review and studying like fun. But it's basically like if you do it in a classroom setting, they the teacher will project it on the board, and then you all use your phones or your like computers to like log into the Kahoot, and then like it's like a game show basically, and the question pops up, and then you guys like choose the answer, and you want to like get it the fastest, and there's like a leaderboard and everything. Yeah, so Kahoots are best done with multiple people. Like with a group of people, but all of my classes this semester are independent studies. And so, well, actually not all of them. I mean, they're all online, but like this class, my theater history class is independent study. And, so they all did a Kahoot in class for review, but she sent me the Kahoot and I've been doing lonely Kahoots.
Oh, I love you. He's got to do it though. That's cute.
Well, yeah, I was at the gym on the treadmill yesterday doing my Kahoot, and I got the first 10 questions wrong, and I was like, great.
Uh-oh.
So that's how Nadia's doing.
Excellent. Well, we're going to make it even better because today's topic is self-sabotage as an artist. Yeah. I'm in danger.
Help! The room is burning. That SpongeBob meme, like the whole room being on fire, and he's just like,
He's just like, everything's fine.
everything's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So first off, reminder, we are not licensed mental health specialists. This is just people who are out here doing the thing, who talk about the things that need to be talked about that we don't talk about.
True that.
And one of the things that I really think we don't talk about that I was like debating about when to bring in is self-sabotage. So the definition of self-sabotage is essentially wiggly. Thank you, Google. Involving behaviors that actively work against one's long-term objectives, whether in work, relationships, or personal development. Now, the behaviors actively do that. However, you might not know you're doing it. It could be conscious or unconscious. So again, you may be aware that you are doing things like that are detrimental, or you might not be. Common examples of this are procrastination, comfort eating, or overspending. I'm a comfort eater.
Like I overspend like nobody's business.
Substance abuse. Oh no. Starting fights or pushing people away in relationships. That is the thing that people do. Yep. Perfectionism that leads to inaction.
Decision paralysis.
Yes. I think that one is like the biggest thing for artists, often for me, because like I actually made myself do a year of something is better than nothing, where essentially that was my motto. And every time I didn't want to do something because I was like, it's not going to be perfect, I was like, something's better than nothing. At least you're doing something. Do something about it. Like, I don't know. I just pretended to throw my mouse for my computer, but that's my new thing that I do whenever I feel feelings.
Whenever I feel feelings, I throw things.
I
do what you gotta do.
I gotta do what I gotta do. But I feel like that one's like really big. Do you relate to any of those specifically in art? Do you think for yourself?
I feel like the perfectionism leads to inaction. It's like very similar as whenever I get a self-tape that I just like don't feel confident in, I immediately try to talk myself out of taping.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
sometimes I will try to talk my agents into letting me not tape. I'm not very successful at that because they're always like,
get it together. Do
you
it
signed
anyway.
a contract. Get it together.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's one thing also to remember that, a side note, life thing, you want to get agents that are on the same page as you. I'm not saying Nadies are not, by the way. They are. They're great. But you want to find somebody who is on the same page as you because they're the ones submitting you for the things. And then you have to do it. So don't work with somebody that you don't want to do the things that they want you to do because that would be bad.
True.
Just saying. I say that because like we're getting into that season where people are going to be like, I wish I had an agent, but like you don't want one that you don't agree with.
Exactly. So don't just sign with an agent to have an agent.
Exactly.
Because having an agent, like if you don't have a good relationship, then it's not beneficial.
Not worth it.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It's bad.
So anyway, back to our procrastinating on self-sabotage as an artist. There are deep-rooted causes. Let's talk about it. It often stems from underlying issues such as fear of failure, fear of success, low confidence, past trauma, or feeling like you don't deserve happiness.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean that you can just like sit all of that out and look at it because I feel like that is all of those things are kind of like drilled into us whenever we decide that we want to be artists, either by the world or by our family or sometimes by friends, like by the industry, like all of that.
Yeah.
Is something that gets like reinforced and kind of put in front of your face. And so then like looking at it is hard and it is real. So like, it is a trauma response in that you are trying to like break it down a little bit. Like if you have a fear of failure, if you get in your own way and make sure that you fail, then like it was your fault first off. And you're like, yeah, that's fine. Or it wasn't because I tried and failed. I didn't try. You know, have a fear of success because like what happens when I do succeed? How does that change my life? Do I change? Like that is, it can feel like snowballing and scary.
Yeah.
Even though we want to have success, we also are like, what happens then? Yeah. That one like actually is the one that I think I'm the most scared of, which is interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd say it's almost like if you think of like the fight or flight response, if you apply it to the situation, it's like you either fight by like taking action or you fly away.
You run away or you freeze and do nothing. I feel like that also specifically applies to everything in life. Like the older I get, the more I'm like, it just all goes back to fight, flight, or freeze.
Everything is tuberculosis.
Thank you, John Green.
You're welcome.
So that's a reason why we might have a fear of success. Because John Green, no, I'm kidding. the next one, John Green is
Anything
awesome.
John Green makes me want to succeed.
If you have not read his book, The Fault in Our Stars, like, what are you doing?
I vividly remember, sorry, this is like totally off topic. I vividly remember finishing that book. I was laying in my mom's like bed. It was a summer day. I remember finishing that book, just tears.
Just crying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
John Green, everyone.
We love John
All
Green.
the Greens. You know, there's a third one. He owns like Wendy's or something.
He owns Wendy.
Yeah, he owns like Wendy's chains, I think. Sorry. We can focus.
Can we focus?
At this point,
I
no.
wanted to see, there's another one.
Another green?
I wanted to see if this one book is by, I don't know who this book is by, and oh yeah, this is just fun. Another side note, this is not a John Green novel, but there's a book called It's Kind of a Funny Story called Ned. By Ned Vizzini, Vizzini. My Italian people, please don't come yell at me if I said that wrong.
Dustin's gonna laugh at you.
While
he's editing.
and Alex, don't come yell at me, please. I probably said it wrong, but it's an amazing book. Also, when we're talking about mental health, but going back to self-sabotage, you might do it because you have low confidence. I feel like that is a thing that people do, and people do have that. I feel like I am too old to still be doing this to have that at this point. Like, I got to a certain age and I was like, you're not allowed to have that anymore. You don't have to have high self-confidence, but you're not going to walk in anywhere and like apologize for being there at this point. We're over 30 over here, and we're done with that. But
we're doing great.
Past trauma, that's pretty obvious, because this is all trauma. This one, feeling of not being deserving of happiness. That is just like a gasoline can.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously we all want happiness, but then we also do this messed up thing where we look around and we're like, nobody else is happy. Why would I deserve to be happy? Or we like mitigate our own happiness because of the fact that other people around us are not happy, or the whole like country is unhappy. And honestly, that's a thing that I feel like a lot of people are doing right now. Because how are you supposed to find happiness when everything's on fire?
Yeah, it almost feels like selfish.
Yeah, it does.
But then also, if the whole world's on fire, how do you preserve yourself? Through finding happiness.
Yeah.
Or finding some sort of joy, because you have to.
Mm-hmm.
Where's
100%.
your life jacket? Where's the fire blanket? Okay.
Thank you for that. The next little thing that I had was, how can this affect me? But we kind of already talked about that a little bit, but it changes how we handle auditions, how we handle opportunities, and even like everyday life things. It also is a thing where you'll notice that you can't rely on yourself, which I think is really interesting. Because you're the only person, for my friends who are younger and don't have this yet, whenever you don't have an adult paying attention to you all the time, you are the adult, which means you are in charge of what you eat. You are in charge of what you spend. You are in charge of whether or not you go to the gym today. You are in charge of whether or not you buy new clothes because those have holes in them, like stuff like that. And you'll tell yourself, I'm going to go to the gym today. That's a great example. I'm going to go to the gym today. I'm going to get up at 7, go to the gym, be done by like 8:30, and then go about my day. You are the only person who can make you do that. You are also the person who cannot do that. And apparently you start to think that you are unreliable in your own brain whenever you make plans like that and don't hold yourself accountable for them. Isn't that crazy?
I had this, sorry, what's crazy is as you were saying that, I was thinking of the exact dialogue I was having with myself the other day. I think it was yesterday morning, where my alarm went off and I wanted to go to the gym, and I was like lying there like, not going to the gym. Oh, I have to go to the gym. I told myself I would go to the gym. I like going to the gym. I'm not going to the gym. And then I was like, okay, I'll go.
Good for you. It's hard.
Yeah.
I need to go. I quit my other gym, side note, because I didn't like it anymore.
I just got a new gym membership. Yeah.
That's a happy.
Yeah, it is
Taking care of the body, doing the thing.
Yeah.
Good.
We're not self-sabotaging.
Hey, in some ways.
Speak for yourself, Laura.
I am speaking for myself.
Speak for yourself, Laura Renee.
I will happily speak for myself. It's like a constant for me, like, fight. What was it? Oh my gosh. Today I actually like laid down and cried over this self-tape that I'm doing because I was just so frustrated. And I was like, sometimes I'm like, why do I do this?
That's fair.
And it is fair. But it's also like a thing of like, we forget that. We forget that like you only have so many hours in a day. And if you spend 3 hours of your day working on this self-tape that you maybe spent 2 hours practicing yesterday or 2 hours the day before, like it ends up adding up a lot and it takes away from other things. And we have to remember that. And like, even it's emotionally exhausting to like put that much time into something and not get something back out of it, aka being like cast in something.
Definitely. And then it becomes a cycle.
Season. Yeah,
it's a cycle because we're going into audition season and we're about to like hit the, I got a self-tape request. I got a callback. I'm going in person. Okay, my appointment went really well. Hope I get another round of callbacks. Oh. Mm-hmm. I got a self-tape request. Like
it's a cycle. It happens all over again.
It's vicious.
It is vicious. And I think that like we could circle around it forever. I don't know that there is necessarily an answer that I want to posit, like of what to do about it. I think that we should chat about that another time, but I just wanted to bring it up to see if, especially during this upcoming audition season, like if you notice yourself doing it.
Yeah.
And then seeing if you can interrupt the pattern or if you just have to look at it and go, okay, I see that.
Just recognize it.
Yeah.
Be aware that it exists.
I need to talk to my therapist about that.
I need to call my mom.
Yep. And sometimes you got to sit there and look at that and be like, okay.
Yeah.
Great. Next.
Moving on.
Yep. And you know what? Sometimes you don't have to do something about it. Sometimes you just need to know that it's happening so that way you can maybe change the behavioral pattern later. Because we don't talk about it enough. That's all. Just want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Just a little boop.
Little
poke
boop.
The bear. Little poke the bear.
I have a quote.
So excited.
Okay, wait. There are two good options here. So the first quote is, self-sabotage is when we say we want something and then go about making sure it doesn't happen. That was Alice Cornan Selby.
And Thank you, Alice.
Holding space for Alice. And then the second one is, I am the greatest obstacle to my dreams.
Ah!
It's like... That's Craig D. Lounsborough. He's like stand in the mirror in the mornings and say, I am the greatest obstacle to my dreams. I will not stand in my own way.
Yeah, you got to follow it up with, I will not stand in my own way. Because otherwise that gets real dark real quick.
I will not stand in my own way.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, maybe that is going to be like my mantra for this year. I have to figure out a mantra for this year. Like whatever it is. For 2 years, it was something is better than nothing. And now it's becoming like something else. I don't know.
You can quote,
it might be you, like you were the only one in charge of your own happiness.
Quote Sharpay Evans. I want it all.
And I want it now.
Yeah, I want it now.
Not. I want fabulous. Great.
Wait, in the last episode, my last solo episode, I talked about my crush on Kenny Ortega and his work. Not like him, but like all of his choreography. I'm just like
is the coolest.
Yeah.
I love that. I mean, I love Tim Burton's brain, but it also scares me. So
it's so spoopy. Very spooky.
It's so funny because I don't like spooky things, but I do if it's Tim Burton.
See, I get creeped out. I can watch Coraline. I love Coraline, but I can't watch Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's so funny. I have the inverse problem. You can deal with people's eyeballs being stolen from them?
It's all relative. I don't know. I love Coraline. There was a time I watched Coraline like every night. You guys, this is our last episode of the season. What? We're moving on.
Moving on. Oh, we're gonna take some time off for the holidays.
Yeah.
Start to set up for audition season.
Yeah.
Not die. Yeah, that's the goal. Do not die. You can still follow us on Instagram though, boo.
Yeah, and
I
YouTube.
just yelled that. I don't know
if
why.
you have, nothing's gonna be like your sound spiked. I always
like, yes.
He doesn't sound like that, you guys. He is very kind. He doesn't. I always make him sound like a grumpy
I also, for the
old
record,
man.
have never heard any of these complaints. It's just because it's Nadia's boyfriend.
He texts me and not the group chat.
Yeah. Honestly, I wish he would text the group chat. It would make me laugh.
Watch him text the group chat when he gets to this section. We
Anyway,
appreciate
last
you.
episode of the season. We love Dustin. He does all of our editing. If you need edits,
hit
Dustin.
him up.
Follow us on socials at To My Younger Artist Pod. Watch this episode on YouTube if you want to see some chaos.
Yeah.
If you didn't hear my solo episode, you might want to do that because it's also real deep and I cried in it again.
I gotta go listen to that.
You cried?
Good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I'm the worst.
How dare you feel things?
I mean, talking about complacency is hard. So, there you go. That's all. Go check it out. We love you guys.
So much.
Happy holidays
See
to you.
you next season.
Woo!
Woo!
Okay, bye.
This episode of the To My Younger Artist podcast was co-hosted by Nadia and Laura Renee Mehl, with music by Laura Renee Mehl and all edits done by Dustin Ciano. Thanks for listening.